How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be predicting all 30 Stage 4 team affinities. I made a very similar video with Stage 3, and I've completed all of the team affinities for Stage 3. This screenshot will look a little different once Stage 4 comes out. I think that it will actually come out within a couple of weeks, maybe the end of August or first week in September. So let's go ahead and hide the face cam. We'll talk about some of these predictions. Now, there are a few things I want you to keep in mind for this video. I'm going to be predicting this slot at 240 stars, the final slot for this fall Stage 4 team affinity. And for the Orioles, I did predict Brooks Robinson for the Stage 3 team affinity. They went with Jim Palmer. I think that Brooks Robinson will be in the Stage 4. I didn't even think of Jim Palmer initially. We could, of course, see an Adley Rutschman as well. I'm going to be making predictions based on just different series of cards. I know in the past we've had Face of the Franchise Live Series, then Future Star, then Face of the Franchise Legends. I think for the Red Sox, we'll be getting either Jimmy Foxx or Ted Williams. I think we could get a really good 99 overall there. For the Yankees, I'm thinking a solid 99 overall Lou Gehrig. I think that some of these cards might be better than others, depending on how you value some of these players in the game. I just think that we could get a variety of prime cards, award series cards, signature series. For the Rays, I don't actually have a card art listed. I'm thinking David Price, or potentially we could get a Chris Archer, a boosted Chris Archer, maybe a prime series. I'm not really sure. I'm leaning towards David Price, though. I'll go with that prediction. For the Toronto Blue Jays, I'm thinking Roberto Alomar. I mean, we have a good opportunity to have a lot of amazing cards released in Stage 4. Obviously, some of these players could be released before Stage 4 comes out. They could be World Series rewards, Battle Royale rewards. They could be released in a different way, and I just wanted to mention that as that happened with my Stage 3 video. I talked a little bit about those cards. They were already starting to release some of those players a few days after. For the Atlanta Braves, I'm thinking Andrew Jones will be the reward, the final reward for the Braves. We didn't get this card released until way late last year's game cycle, and I honestly thought he would already be released into this year's game. Marlins Stage 4 team affinity honestly has to be between either Hanley Ramirez, the best version of Hanley Ramirez that we're going to get. He already might be that card on the Dodgers. I'm thinking he'll get a higher overall. But we also could get a Giancarlo Stanton, but he already has a home run derby card. So honestly, I'm not really too sure about the Marlins. I'm going to go ahead and go with Hanley Ramirez for that one. The Mets, I think we could get a couple different choices. Initially, I thought Tom Seaver. I think I talked about that in my Stage 3 video. But it could be Mike Piazza. It could be the best version of Mike Piazza. I mean, this card would be very good for whatever reason. I can't hit with them in MLB The Show 20. In MLB The Show 18, I really like that card. And I probably won't end up using him, but he might be the Stage 4 reward. For the Phillies, I think we could get a Richie Ashburn. I would really hope not. I'm kind of leaning towards Cliff Lee. For the Nationals, we have a player that already has a monthly award card and potentially could have, a finest card from last year. I don't know if it's going to be either Ryan Zimmerman or Juan Soto. I'm leaning towards those two players. I'm hoping that the rewards leading up to this slot will be pretty good, though. I think there'll be a couple packs, maybe some headliners, maybe a Ducks on the Pond pack, maybe a beach ball pack. Who knows what that will consist of. But I want to say that we could end up getting a Ryan Zimmerman, Mr. National. He could be the Stage 4 for the Nationals. For the White Sox, this one, I was thinking about Frank Thomas. I was, deciding between Frank Thomas or Mark Burley. And then SDS revealed on Twitter that most likely the 7th inning boss will be Frank Thomas, or at least one of the 3 bosses is going to be Frank the Tank Thomas. They showed a picture of him on Twitter. They also talked about a player program. We got some new stuff in the game today. But I wanted to talk about Stage 4. I'm excited for the end of these team affinities to take place. I don't really want to grind any more Showdown, but I really hope that we get this Francisco Lindor. I certainly will play Showdown if we get this card released into the game from MLB The Show 18. That would be amazing. I can't really think of too many Indians. Maybe Omar Vizquel. I'd rather have Lindor, but could be Omar Vizquel. Anyway, for the Tigers, I think we could get Miguel Cabrera, but that's not who I'm going to predict. I'm hoping in my prediction is correct in this one with Ty Cobb, because Ty Cobb with these attributes in the beta of MLB The Show 20 was my best player. This card was unbelievable. I only played a few games of the beta, but that dude seemed to hit multiple home runs in each game. With the Royals, I think we have to go with Alex Gordon. I mean, I talked about him for Stage 3. I don't know if we'll ever get a good version of Alex Gordon, but I think he deserves a high overall. I don't really know who else he would get for the Royals, so I'm going with him. Maybe we get a pitcher, but we already have Greinke. I have no idea. For the Twins, though, I think we do get a pitcher. I think we could get Walter Johnson. Some people have said that he might be included in the 7th inning program, so if he is, obviously we won't get him for Stage 4, but I'm going to go ahead and predict him for Stage 4. Walter Johnson, he could have outlier. His motion's a little weird, but hopefully he has a 5th pitch. I don't know, though. His signature series card did not. Anyway, for the Cubs, I'm thinking we could get a couple players here. I originally thought Ernie Banks. He was released into the Ducks on the Pond pack like a day after I came out with Stage 3. I think we could get maybe a finest Javier Baez, but ultimately I think we're going to get a pitcher in Fergie Jenkins. It also could be Jake Arrieta, though. I'd almost rather have Jake Arrieta, but I think they're going with Fergie Jenkins, and that would also be a good selection. He just throws a little bit different. He has a little bit slower pitches than Arrieta, not a sinker type of guy. But anyway, for the Reds, I think we're getting Joe Morgan. This was a card released in the XP Reward Path last year. I'm still curious why we don't have a Joe Morgan in the game, or at least a good version of him. I think the best we have is a silver. But I think we get a Stage 4 Joe Morgan. I know a lot of people are waiting for Joey Votto. Could be him as well. Anyway, for the Brewers, I'm thinking Ryan Braun. Don't really have too many options. Even when I predicted Robin Yount for Stage 3, I was thinking that he could also be Stage 4. But I was correct in that one. I don't know who Stage 4 is going to be. Maybe it is Ryan Braun. But for the Pirates, I think a lot of people want Honus Wagner. I think we're going to end up getting Ralph Kiner. I don't think Honus Wagner will be Stage 4. But I would certainly like it if he was. I mean, I have a good feeling that Honus Wagner will be a Battle Royale reward if he's not included in some type of collection once again. With the Cardinals, I'm not too sure with the Cardinals. I predicted Bob Gibson for a previous program or a previous rewards. I'm really excited to get the Bob Gibson this year. And it could be Jim Edmonds for this. It could be a couple different players. I just think, you got to go with the legend, Bob Gibson, unless it's future stars or unless it's finest players, then obviously we won't get a Bob Gibson. I hope for the Angels we get a boosted up Bartolo Colon. Give us a 99 overall Bartolo. I think he would be amazing. Obviously last year he only had a 91 overall card. It's more unlikely, but that's who I'm going with. I don't know who else we would get. We already have a couple of the Angels legends. That's more of who I would want than rather a prediction, but I'm going with it. Dennis Eckersley for the Oakland A's. I think we'll get a 99 overall Eckersley. He had a 99 overall Immortal, I'm pretty sure, and then last year he had a 97 overall Signature Series. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's a pretty solid card. He does have a good repertoire. For the Mariners, I know a lot of people want Griffey. I think he'll be released in a different way, and I think we'll end up getting Edgar Martinez. For the Rangers, once again, at that 240 slot, I think we'll get Ian Kinsler. This card might be a little bit better than these attributes right here. I don't know. I'm just thinking Ian Kinsler. I know that they kind of hinted at a Nelson Cruz on Twitter a little bit ago. I would think he would be the player program with the 7th inning. Anyway, for the Astros, Billy Wagner. For the Diamondbacks, Paul Goldschmidt. I don't really know who else. I mean, maybe Steve Finley. Maybe it would be Luis Gonzalez, but we already have a home run derby card from him. I'm thinking it's going to be Paul Goldschmidt because we don't have a higher overall Goldschmidt. Anyway, for the Rockies, Arenado. So yeah, I'm mixing in some live series guys. I'm mixing in some legends. I think we'll get a mix of all, award series cards, prime cards, Cy Youngs, MVPs, different players. I think we'll get a variety of legends and flashbacks. I think that Stage 4 opens it up. I was predicting that for the other stages as well. For the Dodgers, I hope we get a Clayton Kershaw. A lot of people would love Clayton Kershaw. The Dodgers already have 2 pitchers in that program, along with Justin Turner, so it's most likely not going to be Kershaw. Maybe Kenley Jansen, but I'm going with Kershaw. Anyway, Benito Santiago for the Padres. I think they give him a better overall card than a 95. I don't know if he necessarily deserves it, but I'm not sure who they would go with for the Padres. They already released Tony Gwynn. We don't have Dave Winfield in the game anymore, I don't think. For the Giants, this is more of a hope than anything else. I hope that this is Willie Mays. I would get this card instantly. I don't think it will be. It probably will be Willie McCovey, but he could also be a boss in the 7th inning with the water clue. Who knows? Who knows? But that's going to do it for this video. We got to end it with Willie Mays. We got to end it with the GOAT, and hopefully he will be the final reward for Stage 4. I'll be getting that card immediately if that's the case. I'm trying to get him immediately anyway, regardless of how you get him. If he's on the market, could be up near 1 million stubs, I'm ready to pay that. I don't mind. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I'm College Lefty, and peace out.